TV show on? Because that's crazy. Crazy. You see it? You see it? Isn't that cool? What's that? Say hi. Hi, guys. Let's push this down just a tad. I think that's better, I think, for now. So I'm just going to stay on for a little bit. Oh, no. My little T. This is my little T thing. It's broken, I think. Oh, it's just bent. It's not broken. So, I have to twist it. Hi, X. Hello. You must have got that notification quick, didn't you? Appreciate you. I'm trying to fix my little T thing. Hey! Hey, stop. Stop doing that. Watch a TV show. Don't be breaking stuff. How is it going? What is up? Every time I do this vertical thing just to get my algorithm going, yeah, you just got the notification. Every time I do this just to test my algorithm, it goes a little crazy. So at least they're pushing me out still though, because it's been a while. Little baby tornado, goodness gracious. So it's 6:16 on the East Coast. A bus. Good job. Actually heard it that time. That was awesome. What are y'all doing out there? I'm in the kitchen. It's not as clean as it could be, but we may be able to work on that while I'm live. So. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Sing it, girl. Let her singing. She'll just be saying bus. Bus. Beep, beep, beep. Can you say that? Yeah, a bus. See? Typical. Relaxing on vacation because my boss is on vacation, so I'm off Tuesday. Ooh, that sounds nice. Yeah. So, well, I would assume that if the bus is, the boss is on vacation, the plant shuts down, or not the plant, the location. I'm saying plant because it's my husband's job, so one of those words I'm just used to saying. That's good. You still get paid for that? Well, thank you. We got $10 to defeat the bunny. I really appreciate that, especially since it's through PayPal and I get to keep more of the money. Yes, feed the bunny. I don't have StreamYard on here right now, so the feed the bunny little thing, we're gonna have to do that with the next one. Yes, I see it. It just popped up on my screen. Thank you, thank you. Feed the bunny. Well, honestly, it's Clothe the Bunny because she needs diapers. But I appreciate you. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do a full channel explaining what's been going on, but I've been very busy. But you guys do know I did do a lot of cooking content the last few years. It's just I fell off. And I think cooking content is needed now more than ever because of the economy, because of the fact that a lot of people I even talk to, it's not like their parents sat and taught them how to cook. A lot of people went to college, didn't even know how to wash their own clothes, let alone cook. And it's not because they didn't want to, they just didn't learn. They learned on the go. So did I tell you guys that this is a whole sidebar, as I always do? But I literally went to college and I saw a person using the entire bottle of laundry soap in one load of clothes because no one ever taught them how to wash clothes. They said, oh, I thought I was supposed to use this one because when you send your kid off to college, if you're a good parent, you give them a lot of supplies. So they had multiple bottles of, laundry soap, and they thought they used one full bottle for one full load of, laundry. And the entire machine and the whole floor was flooded with bubbles. So they had to start putting instructions on the wall of how kids are supposed to wash their clothes. But yeah, anyways, that's why I think my cooking content is going to help somebody. Because if you don't know how to cook a good meal, who's going to teach you? You have to learn on your own, is my whole point. But yeah, that's always a fun story I love to throw in when it's relevant. It was kind of relevant. All right. Ooh, we got some stuff in here. Thank you, X. X sent $10 to the Feed the Bunny Fund. Feed the Bunny! I'll get the graphics here shortly. Ma'am, where are you from? I am from the U.S., but I'm originally from Ohio. So yes, originally from Ohio. Hi, information. Well, where I'm from is actually underneath my description, so that wouldn't necessarily be private. But of course, if there are other questions other than where am I originally from, yeah, probably. Oh, yeah, I'm from the U.S. And, well, so I will say X. Some people ask me that because they feel I talk with an accent. So I think that's an okay question. What was that privacy? No, X is my moderator, so you know, it was a perfectly fine question. But a lot of those, I guess, question or answers about me, I try to put those in the description. Like even my height and weight are in there because companies will reach out to me and ask me the same stuff over and over. So I think it is important to put, especially if you're gonna receive things from people, put some things in your description saying like, okay, here's my height, here's my weight, here's things I'm allergic to that you shouldn't send. So yeah, it really depends. Yes, I am American, absolutely. And then sometimes people ask that X because they either want to send me things or they're just curious of my accent. So yeah, I'm originally from Ohio and it's in the US. A lot of people I follow are Canadian as well. So if you see my feed, you'll see me following a lot of people from like Australia and Canada. One, because that's what ends up on my feed, and two, I've noticed a lot of the content I follow, especially women who are doing like the homestead things and the bakeries from home, a lot of them aren't in the US for the most part. DNA, not American. Oh, DNA, not American? Oh, so you mean like ancestral wise? I am African American, German, did I say that? African American, German, Native American. So that's where I'm from mixed wise. So yeah, African American, German, Native American Indian. So Blackfoot Cherokee, and then sorry, I'm saying it backwards. The baby is hitting the screen. Do you hear it? So Blackfoot Indian, and then Native Cherokee Indian. So that's my ancestral background, which also is in the description, because a lot of times there are culturally specific items that I can get sent. I think even a company that does headdresses wanted to send me something, but I just didn't see it appropriate at the time to do that, especially when there's all that stuff going on about, you know, not me being or Native American enough or not German enough to, you know, represent certain sides. It's just very interesting here on these internets. But yeah, I am black, but obviously I have other things in my ancestral DNA. Yeah, U.S. based, proud American, you know, for sure. Well, you say not, I mean, I would say Native American is as, you know, American as you can get, right? No? In my opinion. I went to a cookout last Memorial Day, found out in Parlor, Cherokee. You guys know I got instincts, right? European tribes turns out we get along because we're technically related. Yes! Yes, brother, we are related. But that's the thing, I think it's important for us to know our backgrounds, because one, what are we gonna tell our kids? How are we gonna relate to the people around us? Again, I don't think you have to be the same background to relate to someone, but it is nice when you have that connection and you're able to understand you know, why you look a certain way or why you may naturally like certain things or gravitate towards certain things. See, as soon as I started this, now she wants to make a lot of noise, like she wants to be heard. My love, you have all these toys, all this stuff to do, and you're playing with the blinds. So yeah, let me watch it real quick. So yes, that's awesome. You're Cherokee too. Girl, out of all the things, here, you want to eat? Eat. Yeah? How about you get this baba? Yummy baba. You want a chocolate moo? Well, a chocolate almond. I can't say chocolate moo, but that's what my family used to call it. Bottle. Yummy. You want it? Say yes, please, mommy. I love chocolate milks. Get like one of these a day. You ready? Yummy. Ready for it? Baba. There you go, pretty. There's your baba. You don't want it? You don't want it? Okay. Well, maybe I'll put some oatmeal in it, then you want it. Hi! H&M, I just saw you on the other panel I was just on. I was on the tail end, but that was cool, wasn't it? A lot of fun. A whole lot of fun, you guys. I know. How y'all doing? Hello. Ma'am, actually, I am from India, and I don't know how I ended up here. Oh, I see. So, in that case, you may have to, oops, I'm putting too much oatmeal. You may have to tell YouTube about that. So for instance, if you don't want to see American content, you're gonna have to hit I'm not interested and then get out of the live and then go into your settings and change it too. Because that's the thing, sometimes you do want to just look at content from where you're at, which is understandable, especially, you know, if it's something you don't want to watch or you don't relate to. Yeah, change your algorithm and make sure you're seeing what you want to see. And then when you see a person live from where you're at, make sure you say I am interested. And that's under pretty much every video you can, especially the creators you want to see. And I've had to do that before too. There's some very raunchy things that ended up on my YouTube algorithm, but I'm like, no thank you. So yeah, I was able to say I'm not interested, but you have to do it a few times over and over for YouTube to get the idea. It's like a 3 strikes you're out thing. So yeah, every time you see content you're not interested in, you've got to tell YouTube underneath. It's like the 3 little YouTube. I want to make sure I'm not getting platforms mixed up. But if you see a thumbnail of a video, you tap those little buttons under it and you say I'm interested, I'm not interested, and then unfollow this person's channel. And then it'll change your algorithm in about a day. It does not happen automatically, trust me. So I totally get it. I am actually interested because you look like my auntie mom says. Oh yeah? Yeah, I mean, I'm a proud African American woman, but I am mixed with other things, and I've never, you know, hit that about myself. I'm proud of every piece of me. I just think that when you want to change your algorithm, you got to be very strategic, just in general. You have to be strategic on what you tell these algorithms you want. Even if you watch something, you're like, why is this on my feed? You end up watching the whole thing. The algorithm is like, even though you may say you not like it, you're watching it to the end, so you may like it. So either way, be careful. Because sometimes I'll look at some content, it'll make me scrunch on my nose, but I'm so curious, I just gotta watch it to the end. Mess up my algorithm, you guys. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap where you see that thumbnail. Girl, put that down. She's touching every piece of produce. Okay, now her bottle's ready. Are you ready for your baba? Yes? Come get it, girl. Baba. Yummy baba. Yeah, she needed some oatmeal in there. Oh, my goodness. Must be feeding her well. She is quite tall for her age. But yeah, I'm glad you found the algorithm you liked. But do not fall in the trap of watching to the end stuff you actually don't like. Yeah, it'll be a long day. You don't need to go through there, pretty. No, thank you. So, I want to just do a quick overview of what I've been doing and what I plan to be doing. It's been an absolute, you know I'm not vulgar, a mess the last few weeks because I'm supposed to be getting my business ready for a pop-up event, a couple pop-up events, and me and the baby have been sick with something, so it's like, it's been 2 weeks or so since I've been on social media really at all, which is horrible for the algorithm. So yeah, and I went on a live panel today with one of my favorite content creators. I remember thinking, goodness, it's been so long since I've been online. I don't know what's going on. So I pop up on the panel just to learn what people have been doing and been up to. But yeah, when you're sick and then your baby's sick, it's like you've been sick for 2 full weeks, you know? It was horrible. Actually, what time is it there, ma'am? 3:57 a.m. I'm going to sleep. God bless you. Holy, it is 3:28 p.m. So that's a whole 12-hour difference. That's crazy. Yeah, get some sleep. It's late or early. I don't know which one to tell you. It's either late or early, depending on what time you need to be up. But yeah, it's been a long journey these last few days, and I'm happy to be back on the internet. Hello. I am supposed to be doing something with my hair very soon, but using just my natural hair, so that's another thing. Every time it's been a while and my hair's been in this bun, I'm like, oh, okay, it's time to get something done. It's time to feel refreshed, and I always want to get braids. Or when box braids is the first thing I typically think about, and the second thing is throwing on a wig, and I don't want to do either. I want to use my natural hair in some style that I can keep for a couple weeks. So I've been debating she's over here laughing. I've been debating that. So mini twists or some type of braided style into a bun just using my natural hair is what I'm trying to do. But it is insane that even just to get a simple updo on my hair is $80. Like, what are you guys talking about? It's my natural hair. There's no hair being added. Why is it $80 for you guys to just braid it up into a bun? Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. Debating, telling my husband, like, hey, there's probably other things you can pay off, but I need you to pay $80 for me to just have my hair taken care of, because I can braid my hair, but there's multiple issues going on. First one is the cramping. Because I'm changing diapers, chasing a 2-year-old around all day, my hands do cramp, and I gotta post it on my channel. There'll be a clip I'll post soon. I was in the flag and rifle line, right? You know, the girls who flip the rifles up in the air, boom, and it lands in your hand. I can't tell you guys how many times I've popped every finger. I didn't break anything, but I popped every single finger and bruised every single finger on my hand. So, coming to braid my own hair, and then especially when you get to the back and your arm is falling asleep, it's crazy. So, it's funny, I can do everyone else's hair, but when it comes to mine, it's like my hand is like, nope, you need a break. Yeah. But yeah, and so get some sleep. I'll be here. You can see the playback if you want to. And then, of course, everybody else who's actually here, I mean, if you guys actually want me to do a panel, I may have to wait until tomorrow, because, I mean, I can barely take my eyes off of her right now as it is. And then in order to do StreamYard, I would have to bring up my laptop, which is on the other side of this gate, meaning I'm going to have to pass the little baby to get to that gate. You know how that is. But yeah, I'm going to have to upload the shorts. I'm just warning you guys, there's going to be a lot of cooking content on here. I don't want anybody to be surprised, because usually I'm either talking about something or pop culture, but we are definitely going to have a lot more cooking content. Hello, Brandy. Oh my goodness. Now that's a name that sounds familiar. Hello, Brandy. How are you? Yeah. I think this is a long-time subscriber, possibly from my hometown. I've moved around a few times, Brandy, so I would have to... Yeah, I think that's from my hometown. That's awesome. Hello. Good to see ya. So, X, cooking content. This is going to be fun, because it never ceases to amaze me when I do the uploading of the cooking content, how so many other irrelevant things pop up. Like, does your husband cook anything ever? And I'm like, heck yeah. I'm still here in the city. Nice seeing you too. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Wait, to what? The question or... But yeah, the cooking content. Oh, the irrelevant talks during my cooking content. Because I'll be talking about the favorite things that my family likes to eat. And they're like, does your husband cook? When is he ever home to cook? Does he even like your food? Why is he vegan? And I'm like, all these questions are just crazy. Like, he is a very dominant man. He makes his decisions the way he wants to. Why are you eating that sticker? She's eating a sticker. Were you asking me something? Yes. Oh, I was asking you something, X. I was asking about the cooking content. Because if you were, I think you were here around that time when I was doing more cooking content. Every time I was cooking something, they're like, do you have any other hobbies? And I'm like, a hobby other than taking care of my family? Like, what are we talking about? So when I think about cooking content, I think about actually helping people. Because earlier in this particular live, I said, there are times where, for instance, when I was in college the first year, there were people that didn't know how to do their own laundry, cook for themselves, you know, pretty much plan out their days on their own. And again, I didn't know that either. But as far as washing my own clothes and cooking, I generally knew how to do both of those before I went to college. But I like to think about the person who was starting from ground zero, knows nothing about nothing, you know? So I wanted to upload more content like that, because the wife content wasn't doing well on this algorithm, you know, how to be a good wife, how to be a good mom, like all that stuff. I would get maybe 50 views. But the second I was doing a live talking about some pop culture thing, or, you know, man versus woman, that's when I was getting all of the views. And then other than that, it was the food content. People love to see food. They love to imagine that they can eat it or that they can make it themselves. So I think that'll be the most helpful at the moment. I never saw that, but that was probably because I was driving or hit a signal. Oh, okay. But no, what I'm saying is the cooking content is how I can be the most helpful on this algorithm at the moment. All my favorite content creators, you guys know who they are. I've listed the same, probably 3 or 4, like my favorite people. And they're completely demolishing the game right now when it comes to the pop culture, when it comes to the, you know, man and woman and getting us back together and creating a good household and changing up, you know, how kids are being raised. They got that on lock. You guys will see me on their panels, you know, at least once or twice a month. But other than that, my content needs to be more focused on the in the home. They're more on the creating the home, getting them in the home. I'm more like, once you're in the house, here's what you do. You do this, this, and this, you know. But again, every family is a little different, but every family has to eat, right? So that's where my focus is right now. YouTube is allergic to united couples, especially black couples. You need to promote manipulation or being a gold digger to catch the algorithm. I wish you were lying. I wish you were lying. Because again, I have a video called How to Get Married ASAP. That has been, and that's the thing, the algorithm will pick it up every once in a while, but I don't think it's past 300 views, because at this point, people who want that information are searching it. I have almost no doubt that every single person saw that How to Get Married ASAP video I uploaded, had to physically type that in with their fingers, or thumbs, one of the two, type it in with their fingers or thumbs. Because when you want that content, you can find it. It's on YouTube, but they're not going to push it out. Why would they push it out? Because there's no controversy in there. Now, within that video, if I was talking horribly about women who aren't able to get married, sure, the algorithm would have picked it up and loved it. But in my case, when we're talking about just getting on a social media and trying to get pushed out, you better have some controversy. You better be asking some crazy questions. You better be insulting someone. And that's just not me. Again, there are people who have commented on my social media critiquing me and my husband strictly because they just don't like us or something. And again, one of the beautiful people here who's probably watching is actually from my hometown and has shown love. My own family doesn't, So I like to think that the people who want to find me will find me. But the people who just don't understand or choose not to understand won't. Again, most of the people who follow me aren't married people. They're people who want the information so that they can actually get the family they want. And that's the people I want following me. So I don't care what part of the world you're from. If you like my content and you want to be here, you'll find me, hopefully. But if you're a person who just wants that controversy, don't bring it here. Go to the people who already have that type of stuff on lock. And I like a little controversy. I like to see whose baby mama, baby daddy is doing what crazy things. But after all that's done, I like to come back to my calm, peaceful life. So, cooking content, storytelling. I love the storytelling. I'm just not the best at it. And if you guys have seen my videos, I have to sit and strategically think about how I'm going to tell you guys a story that's interesting to me, because I was a shy, quiet kid. I didn't have the training to even be able to tell a good story. Now my husband, on the other hand, I love to listen to that man talk, tell me anything, but it takes practice, and that's what I'm going to try and do. There's a certain woman on YouTube who also has a hard time getting videos out because she promotes unification between black men and women. Exactly. And again, even outside of the black community, I think in general more people would be together if they consume more content with people together. Like, that's what I want. I want more people to come together, because there are people who really want to be in a relationship, but there's some fear and apprehension because of what's always on their algorithm. Honestly, also, the people that are around them are like, nah, it's more peaceful being single. Oh, it's more peaceful being this and that. And I'm like, what would be more peaceful than being with someone that also wants to be with you and you guys are working together, See, as soon as I said that, look, my numbers went down. You gotta be careful on this. Like, as soon as I said that, I feel like my numbers went down twice. At this point, the controversy will always keep the attention. Because I don't even think algorithms care anymore. They want the attention on their platforms. It's really that simple. So, little baby. So at this point, I now understand how things work here on social media. I'm just going to keep uploading what I want, which is to help that one or two people to realize, dang, maybe being with somebody is better than being by myself and struggling, and being by myself and, not wanting to be. That my content is not for people who are happily single. I think I've said that more times than I can count, especially in the videos that are unlisted. Not because I don't stand by that statement, it's just that I have to see what, you guys want. But there are certain things on my videos that don't stand with me anymore. I promise you guys, I was a perfect parent before I came one. Like, I'll never do this, no, never do, And then you become a parent, you're like, okay, I see where they're coming from. But even though I don't plan on, you know, having a bunch of babysitters and doing a bunch of stuff with my child, that doesn't mean I don't understand why certain people have, you know, babysitters and, you know, put their kids in school. Like, I understand now. It's just that my views on things have stayed consistent, but they've changed, if that makes sense. Quick message, please. Hit the like button. Thanks for being here. Yeah, thank you guys for being here. My whole point of doing this is just that I'm going to upload more helpful content within the home stuff. So when it comes to managing the home, the cooking, very specifically, because if you didn't learn how to cook, how are you going to take care of your family? I know you want a family. I know you want, you know, that unification. I know you want to get married, but there are other steps to do once you're in here. You don't just get in here and just go, sleep free. You know, I'm in here. That's not how it works. Once you have your family, then the work really begins. Good job. She did the song right on time. I don't know if you guys heard that, but as soon as the singing happened in the song, she did it too. That was awesome. So cool. So yeah, that's my main point. So let's get to the good stuff. What do you guys like to eat? Because all these recipes and stuff, let me show you guys. Ugh. I can show you guys all the recipes, okay, but we're getting somewhere. So I have my sweets recipes written down. As far as like the dinners and the crock-pot meals, which are much easier, those are going to be down next. So yeah, thank you for being here. I'm happy. But yeah, we can start with desserts and go to lunches and meals. But yeah, a good dessert, especially when you're first dating somebody, is key. Depends. I'm a meat and vegetable guy. I had ribs today. See, exactly. And again, even though I don't eat those things, doesn't mean I don't know how to cook them. And also, there are certain like side dishes. Like let's say we do a baked potato side. I can still show you that regardless of what you eat. Because you're going to have to put something melty on there. You have to put something, you know, nice and seasoned on there if you want to make like a nice side. So yeah. So I guess if you didn't, the point to upload these videos is to show you guys how to cook, but also if you didn't know that you could have a side the way I'm going to cook them, you wouldn't know, you know? So like even the vegetables, it doesn't just have to be steamed vegetables. It could literally be a whole different side meal, but with vegetables. It could be good. I'll show you guys. You'll have to see it to know what I'm talking about. But cooking, honestly, they always say that's the way to the man's heart. That's the way to my heart too. A good meal. The first time I realized my husband could cook, this is when we were dating, I was like, dang, you can really cook? He didn't write down recipes. So I had to follow him to watch the steps of how he makes things. And then the other problem is we gotta start naming these things that he makes. He'll make this beautiful, amazing dish, and it's pretty much like 2 dishes combined into one. And I'm like, what is this? What seasonings did you use? What are we calling this? He's like, I don't know, I just put some stuff together. So that's the sad part about my husband being a great cook. We don't know what it is. We don't know what to call it. He doesn't remember what steps. It's a tragic thing. It's ironic. Every time I've told my mom I want to go vegetarian for a month, within a week I smell some cheeseburger. I smell cheeseburgers and fries. Exactly. As soon as you try to stay on task, somebody gets you off task. It's nature. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but a lot of times you smell that. It's just a natural thing. When you smell and see good food, you want it. That's absolutely natural. But when it comes to certain things that are like universal, I think when a person says, I want a chocolate chip cookie, if it's a good cookie, you wouldn't care if it's a, you know, straight vegan cookie or if it's a straight butter and egg and, you know, type of cookie. If it's a good cookie, it's a good cookie. But seasoning, timing with cooking, all of that stuff is universal. So yeah, if you smell some good cheeseburger, but if you went up to the cheeseburger place and you realized, oh wait, these are all vegetarian burgers? What is this? You know what I mean? But you would still want it if it smelled good, right? So that's the thing. You gotta know. And most people I know, they don't actually cook from scratch. That's another thing. Like we ate it all, you guys. I was gonna show you this big loaf of bread we made, but we literally ate it all. So we made a whole bunch of breads the other day. Made cinnamon rolls and made snickerdoodle cookies. Guess what? All gone. Between me, my husband, the baby, and his work friends, gone. It's a good feeling. Like literally things I've made with my hand been consumed by people and they're gone. Like, I'm happy with that, but goodness gracious, I literally have nothing left to show you guys. This is the end piece. This is the end piece of the entire loaf of bread that I made. Because we had sandwiches. We had, it's like a Asian, like a banh mi, but sandwich form. And oh my god, that's the last piece. It was absolutely delicious. You said drools. But yeah, I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's already been 30 minutes. But yeah, I absolutely she's under the cover, so we know what that means. Number 2's coming. So I want to upload those videos for you guys. But yeah, we're going to start with desserts, kind of work our way back, because the desserts are where I really shine. Because I already told you guys, when me and my husband first started dating, and I got him a whole pie. I made him a whole, I believe it was an apple pie or a cherry. I just can't remember what type of pie it was, but I'm pretty sure it was an apple pie I made this man. Between him and his brother, they tore that pie up, and he wanted some more. So yeah, you gotta cook for these men. Or your loved one, I don't care who you love. But I think it is really helpful if you have like your parents or your siblings around and you just so happen to start cooking around them. They can be your taste testers too. Don't think you just have to give it to somebody you like. You probably want to try out with a few people first, you know. Try your parents, try your siblings, try your friends. Bring them a whole pie and have them try it, you know. And then critique it, you know. So that's another thing. That'll be a whole separate video. Ooh, snickerdoodles, yeah. I got a person who made it with stevia instead of sugar, so it ended up good. The texture was harder, but the flavor is decent. That's the thing. Have you, there's a sugar called Allo. Somebody correct me, I might be pronouncing that wrong. But I heard that's a really good sugar to cook with and bake with. Because I was looking for other alternatives to make a like a sugar-free lemonade for if I'm able to do like local farmers markets with my food and baked goods. Because I'm like, what if somebody who can't have traditional sugar, what are other sugar alternatives? But I think it's called Allo. And I wanted to start using that just to test it out, see if I even like it. And then give one to the baby to see if she can notice the difference, you know? Just curious. But yeah, stevia, it has an aftertaste. I've had stevia before. But I think sugar alternatives are important. Lemon juice and stevia plus water equals lemonade. I think so. And again, I make a little lemonade here, but obviously I use just regular cane sugar and shake it up. But yeah, I love a good lemonade. We drink so much lemonade in this house, it's crazy. But what was I gonna say? Pies, cookies, cheesecake. Oh my god, cheesecake! I love cheesecake. And brownies. Those are the things that are on my list. Because who doesn't love a good warm snickerdoodle or a chocolate chip? Those are classic. And then brownies. Everybody needs a little chocolate. Well, I don't say need. Everybody requires. Oh, that's the word. Everybody enjoys a little, you know, chocolate every once in a while. Alright, you guys. I want to let you guys go only because I got to upload those videos. And I smell something. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'll have my hands full. If you guys need like a certain recipe, put that below either this video or the video before that, which was like a long time ago. But yeah, I am going to pop up here, but let me know what you guys are doing tomorrow, because I do want to do an entire panel tomorrow if I can. But Saturday is a very busy day for panels, so I'm not going to put that in stone, you know. But yeah, thank you guys for being here. It's so nice to just check in and see if you guys are up, what you guys are up to, you know, as I'm trying to watch this baby. Hey, get from under there. Get from under there. Yeah, have a good day. Peace and love. Peace and love. You'll see me soon. But you can always comment in the videos I'm going to upload. Because I have like 4. I just haven't uploaded because I'm like, I look like this. I look like I just woke up and rolled out of bed essentially. But uploading the content is important. I think X told me that. He was like, just upload it. Nobody's going to care. There'll be that one person they'll be like, girl, you look rough. I know. I know. Alright. It's been fun. See you guys soon. Bye.